Good afternoon, family and friends, brothers and sisters, and all my subs and viewers. Sergeant OCD here, and we're going to do another Coleman video. Um, I'm just going to try to get them to work. I'm not looking to, this is how to, because I don't know. I watch videos and try to reproduce what they do. That's what this channel is all about. Um, Getting a late start today because my big mower died and couldn't get it to work, so I had to mow the backyard with a push mower. So it's leg day today. I'm sure everybody's been there. Anyway, I have two 220 models. This is an H, and this is a 82 model, and this is K. I'm sorry, H is a 74 model. This is an 82 model. This is the last year they made this model. They look very much identical. I'll be honest with you. Last week I tried to fire this up, and right down in here was fire. So that's bad. So I'm gonna reset up. I'm trying to find a good place where I can show this and actually work on it. So actually right now I can do it. I'm just going to take this off, put this one aside. It's the older model, or the newer model, I guess. We'll take this off, and cool. They're trying to advertise, that's for sure. They're giving me a patch. I'd much rather a sticker for my toolbox, but I got mantles, 4 mantles. I bought 2 from Walmart. I got the I call it the plunger rebuild kit with the leather piece that I got to work last week. And then this is packing for the generator, and this is actually the fuel cap seal. So, and it comes with a little bit of lubricant too. So. Okay, I'm back. I had some visitors, so I don't know how far we got into the video, so I'm starting it over again. So there's loose bolts and stuff. It's me. And I think I explained it wrong. So anyway, this nut off. Porcelain top. Take the glass out. Coleman, Pyrex. We'll clean that up. The mantles, they're falling off, so I'm going to go ahead and take them off. This is a scribe I use for electronics. When I was trying to get the part back in there, I had a hard time getting it back in. So this tube right here, it takes from this mechanism down here, like the where it converts liquid to gas, and it spits it out into here and comes out mantles, obviously, into the U-tube. So this nut, 3/8 inch nut, 7/16 inch nut. That just comes loose. You got to be careful with this, because in here, this rod actually has a hook on it, and it goes into this piece that's under here. And when you turn this to clean it, it moves it up and down. So you want it in the up position so you can get that little rod out. And this tube comes out. Now this had black on it. I cleaned it already, but it's got a little needle on here you got to be careful with. And then this tube, I could clean up with some steel wool. Now, I had to use a pair of pliers to get this nut out because I thought this thing was clogged, but it's not. But I got that out, which is why I wanted to change with this one. So when you get a new part, always compare them. Make sure they're the same size, and they are. So I think this little screw was screwed into the spring here. So I'm just going to spray this with a little bit of carb cleaner. Just out of the way for now. Get this with some steel wool. I mean, this is the outside, it doesn't matter. Spray a little carb cleaner down here. Spray some down here to see if it comes out of the hole. It does. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm not sure if this has a hole or not. I think this is supposed to go in here and come out. Yeah. So this has a hole too, and this needle came all the way through. So that's good. So I'm going to put this back on. Put this into here. Put this screw back in. And I hate using adjustables on here, but I didn't have a wrench, ignition wrench small enough. So to preserve this, I'm going to do that. Keep that down like this. So this is one part. It's in good condition. I didn't really need to replace it, but if I've got it apart, I'm going to go ahead and replace it because I don't like when things catch on fire with me. So, all right, next is to take this nut off, which I think that's more than a 7/16. That's a 7/16, maybe a ½ inch. This may be too long. Yeah, that's a ½ inch. So you could really booger up these threads if you get this thing on wrong. So I'm going to work on this. I may have to. There's a tool that they actually have. Oh, I got it. That's kind of angled and it goes right in there and turns, and it's only this big. But I got it. Because without getting that off, and some of them have a screw on the side here, which gets that thing loose. So, yeah, I actually put that rod on the bottom here on my rag and it fell off. Luckily it didn't damage the needle. So you can see this little thing right here. Like if I hook my scribe to that, I'm moving it. So this should come off. Oh, that comes right off. There we go. Cool. Hey, come back here. So I'm going to blow that off a little bit. So where the fire was right in here. So that actually looks pretty good. So I'm going to take the pressure off of this thing. So to get this off, I need a screwdriver, which is part of my reach. Goes up here, flathead. So I'm pretty sure what's wrong with my stove, since I can't get a blue flame, is this piece that I'm going to take out now. So they said to go this way. Turn that, bend it, go a little oval with it, and it's off. So, woo, that's full of fuel, and that fuel is probably good. But I'm going to go ahead and pour it out into this if I have enough room. Get all that debris off around there. Good morning, family and friends. It looks like I don't know how to video. No, I had some distractions the other day when I was doing this lantern, and I got it to work, but I didn't show you how to put this back on. I just, yeah, it happens when you video so much. You tend to, get complacent. And it did work. So, I'll pump it up some more. And I had a dirty bird. I left the door open and let the peeps come in. And I had a dirty bird in here that is starving for air. Dirty bird came in here and crapped all over my bench. You could see some on the lantern. But I did get this to work. So what I'm going to do is break this one down like I had that one and continue this video. I do apologize, but some things you can't help. So taking this apart is going to be more of a part 2. I can't get this. I can get this knob off, but I can't move this. So this is either too tight or it's just too far in. I did pressurize this, and it's leaking by here. So this is going to take a little bit more. I'm a firm believer on older is better. It's just, oh, I got loose. Okay, good. Now I can pressurize again. Up to light. What I did before is I was able, when I turned this down or open this up, I could see the fuel going up through. Would be the generator. Okay, tank is pressurized. That's a good sign. Okay, yeah, I can hear it coming up through here. So I could go ahead and put this back together. Yeah, this is how far I had it down. I had this off. But, I mean, all I got to do is take that off, take this knob off, and get it off. I'm going to leave that up. I'm going to seat this. So this one only has one big hole here for mud daubers, as opposed to the other one had multiple little holes, probably around 8. So put this little cap on here, and then I'm thinking that I may want to put this on and line that hole up. I'm trying to hurry and I shouldn't be. This may be a part 2. I just I'm a little concerned that that I just, you know, I thought I hit record. I don't think obviously I didn't, so I'm redoing this. But I want to get some mantles on here. When I did this model, the H model, this tube, which is the generator tube, was clogged, and replacing that packing, I think, solved that problem. So that packing was better. So I'm putting that packing in here, and hopefully, and also brass fitting, just like the stove, don't over tighten. So I want to have this up, put this through the hole, let the rod fall down, let the rod go in, put it down, and tighten her up. It's nice that you can use standard tools on this stuff. You don't have to go grab metrics. Okay, I hear it, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the mantles on. Originally thought I bought 2 from Walmart. This was a 4-pack. So this is what I guess I did not record yesterday or the other day. Okay. Gotta be delicate with this stuff too. People with big fingers don't have issues. I mean, you could use tweezers, you could use forceps. Personally, I'd much rather tweezers if it doesn't cooperate my way. But this one did, and you want to cut off your excess strings. I have an ashtray here from when I used to smoke, so it's convenient. Yeah, I like the way these come apart as opposed to the older models where these are screwed in. And you have to unscrew them to get them out. And this pipe has actually a set screw right here to get that off. So make sure that they're flat. When I'm saying flat, the crease side here needs to be in and not out this way. Again, that's what I saw on YouTube, so it's kind of one of those monkey see, monkey do, because that's what they tell you to do. Forceps. This one's being a little bit of a pain. Grab a hold of it and pull it. It's like sutures. Not that I know how to suture, but I could probably do it anyway. So, make sure these are off. This is going to be down for run mode. Actually, we'll do it up for start mode. You want to light these on fire. You see how dark this globe is? Tells me that there's probably a problem with this. And I'm going to turn that one down and get it out of the way. And this one came in a box. Okay, my mom made this. It's got foam on the top and the bottom, and we keep this little funnel in there. We always have. And don't lose that funnel, you're going to get in trouble. So I go evenly across the bottom. And this creates a little bit of smoke, so I'm opening the door. It is raining outside today. I want to let that burn off. If this works, I'll clean it up, but thought I was going to run into more problems. So you see I loosened this nut just to get this to turn easy. You want a little bit of resistance, but not as much as I had. And I could probably tweak that down a little bit. That goes for all Coleman nuts. Let me go ahead and pump this some more. I did find a third Coleman lantern, but my father used it as a outside. He took all the guts, well, some of the guts out, and he's put a cord through the bottom. It's all rusted out, and it's used as a light. I have it in my Zen garden, what you will. I hear birds out there, and I think I hear somebody. It freaks me out. Anyway, let's go ahead and up to light. Open that. See what happens. Oh, and I can't even pump it anymore. So my check valve is working. If I open it up and I put my finger on there and my check valve wasn't working, it would come up. So I've got a clog somewhere, most likely in that mechanism. So that's going to be a next week's video. And unfortunately, I ruined 2 manholes. Maybe I can salvage them, but I seriously doubt it. But that's the price you pay. I got one good lantern for storms. And speaking of storms, the shift, I'm seriously concerned about the shift because of the economy. I mean, I spend the same amount every 2 weeks at the grocery store and get half as much. So part of what could happen with famine is obviously inflation. When everything goes up, people are buying less. And unfortunately, food is one of those things. So I suggest you stock up on food, canned foods, dry beans, things like that. So beans are carbs, rice, or beans are protein, rice are carbs. You're going to need the protein. Learn how to trap, and that's what I'm going to start going into. Trapping the rabbits that are around my place, including groundhogs, coyotes. I have coyote traps that if I had to eat a coyote, I would. Learn how to process meat. Learn how to not, and I can't show, I don't believe I can show that stuff on YouTube. Just mainly when you process meat, don't hit the urine sac because you'll taint the meat. Learned that a long time ago. So I'm going to end this video. God bless you. Take care. And I'm going to do a part 2 on this to clean that. So I'll catch you all on the flip side.